Hey loves, welcome back to Tira Gitana. My name is Abby, and today we're going to be talking about the motto, the mantra, and the energy of Virgo season, since we're moving into Virgo season this week. So the mantra, the motto of Virgo season is I analyze. And so we've been going through the journey astrologically throughout the past couple of seasons, and we've been seeing how the journey has developed over time. And we get to the point in Virgo season where it's kind of like a midpoint, and it's time to kind of like pause and be like, okay, because it really is a midpoint. It's a sixth sign in the zodiac, so it's just like the time where we're like, okay, we're now reflecting on what we know about ourselves energetically, what we're valuing, our path, our emotions, our thoughts, our will, all of the things that all the other signs season and energetically brought to us. So it brings us to the point of trying to better understand where we're at, really. So Virgo, the sign of Virgo, rules over the sixth house. The sixth house is the house of health and the house of like serving others. It's a very community oriented, it's a very work oriented, task oriented area of our chart. And Virgo itself energetically rules over that as well. So it's ruled by Mercury. Naturally is ruled by Mercury. So we have again the element of Mercury coming in to play at the midpoint. It came early on with Gemini with I think and how what you're thinking about, your thoughts, opinions and stuff like that. And now it goes into I analyze, which you can say are kind of similar, like Gemini and Virgo in a way, because like I think I analyze, but when you're thinking about something doesn't mean that you're analyzing it, because we can have thoughts and we can have passing thoughts, and I can say this is a Gemini moon, I have like 10 million thoughts at once, but there's still, I need to still take time to pause and analyze my thoughts. It also helps that I have my third house in Virgo. But you have to step back from yourself and really analyze your thoughts, analyze all the things, all the lessons that we came to learn, and all of the energies that we kind of had to incorporate astrologically within ourselves, and how our energy was getting highlighted and what areas of ourselves was getting highlighted throughout the past couple of seasons, especially because we've been basically living through a retrograde for a hot minute. So with Virgo, the mantra is I analyze, and Virgo is like the master at doing this. I can say there's a couple of other signs that do this very well. All the earth signs pretty much do this very well. Capricorn would be the closest to Virgo that does this very well. Scorpio does this very well as well. But when it comes to analyzing, Virgos and the Virgo archetype are very good at analyzing and just breaking something down, because they bring the element of perfection. And so we've kind of energetically been going through our path throughout these months and throughout all the past seasons, and now we're bringing in a different kind of energy, because when you're analyzing, when Virgos analyze something, it is to try to bring it as close to perfection as possible. And then there are many Virgos who always say that like they're not perfect, and they admit it, which is great. However, they still try to live their lives as close to their definition of what their perfection is. And this is something that's very common, and it's not a bad thing at all. It's just that they're very, it brings an awareness. That's why they're able to quickly pinpoint when something is out of place, when something is off balance, when something is like not right, when something is fishy. There's a lot of different components that kind of that you can take from how Virgo goes about handling their business, that is very much based on analyzing, thinking about it, breaking it down. There's a complete breakdown of stuff when it comes to Virgo. It's a grounded earth energy. So it's something that needs to be kind of laid out and understood and Virgos very much like to do that. So with the energy of the season, it really calls for you to analyze your behaviors, your health, your habits, your thoughts, your pretty much everything that comes into play during Virgo season. Virgo season for me tends to be usually kind of really mild, and really kind of chill in a way. Not as much as Leo season. Leo season is like a party time for me. It's just a great time to just enjoy life. But Virgo season is different because it brings back the humbling aspect. I kept saying during Leo season that it was not the time to be humble. During Virgo season, it is time to be humble. Virgos are actually really good at being humble. Beyonce is a great example of this because she would be like Sasha Fierce on stage, but then the second she comes off stage, she's like super like, there's like a humbling there. And that is kind of that Virgo quality of analyzing and not overdoing too much. There's a giving of energy and balancing that out a little bit of how you extend yourself. And so when we're talking about analyzing, this season is going to highlight analyzing our behaviors. We're coming at the midpoint, which means that there are lessons that we learned already throughout the rest of the astrological season. And so what have you learned from these lessons? This is kind of literally like your midterm. Virgo season is like your midterm life year exam. That's really what it is. It's a summary. It's like, okay, what have you learned so far? Let's talk about it so we don't have to do it again. So it's really your midpoint, astrologically speaking, throughout the year. It's a time to reflect, analyze, change your pattern, see how else you want to implement different things, or if there's something that you want to change or do better. It's a mutable sign, so again, it's very like adaptable to change and can be stubborn, yes, as all earth signs can, but it's a really energetically a good time to kind of sit with yourself and see where your direction, where how you want to move, whether it's in a minor way or in a big way, because Virgos are really good at tackling small tasks and small aspects, not necessarily super large ones, but like your home life, your eating habits, your like, do you want to stop eating, I don't know, fast food, like whatever the case may be. They're really good at like kind of stripping those type of things down, and focusing almost like in a tunnel visual way in a specific topic. So not necessarily, I would say, a season to like make huge life changes, kind of like Aries season, because that's really what Aries season asks of you, to just like explore the depth and the entirety of yourself. Virgo season is more like, okay, let me just analyze myself a bit. What can I do better? What can I address better? How can I be better? How can I treat my body better? Like really things that have been coming up and issues that have been coming up, especially throughout this retrograde season. Stuff that have been coming up that you feel like, you know, needs to change, whether you need to practice more self-love, whether Leo season left you really like lit and you want to kind of take that on a little bit more throughout Virgo season and just really enjoy yourself, really enjoy your time, really enjoy your life. Whether you think you want to start traveling more, whether you want to incorporate something else to your home routine, your how you relate to others, how you take care of others. It's a very psychological time as well. So I would say during the season, definitely take time to analyze, sit with yourself, sit with your thoughts, talk to your ancestors, talk to spirit, whatever, however you want to connect in that way. But it's a really good time to review yourself. This is the astrological midterm. Congratulations for making it this far. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All my links and stuff will be down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, enjoy Virgo seasons.